Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. We are starting 2026 off with a bang, celebrating the best skincare brands on planet Earth. I've already shared with you my top 3 Western skincare brands, and I featured those in a separate video, which I'm going to dig out and leave a link to up there. On the back of that video, lots of you guys shared with me your personal favourite Korean skincare brands, and I promised to follow up with a K-skincare edition, and that's what you're watching today. These are the absolute pinnacle of Korean skincare, the brands that are tried, tested, and deliver time and time again for our skincare routine. I know that when it comes to Korean skincare, things can appear a little bit intimidating. So many different brands, different naming conventions, innovative ingredients. It can seem really difficult to choose the right ones for our skincare routine. But don't worry, I've got you covered. These are my top 3 Korean skincare brands which will deliver for you time and time again. All of their products are fantastic. The price point is divine, and they offer something a little bit different when it comes to the skincare industry. So sit back, relax, let's talk the best Korean skincare brands of 2026. Now, in today's video, I'm going to share with you my personal top 3. And as always, this video isn't sponsored and isn't in paid partnership. I know most of the Korean skincare content on YouTube comes with an ad disclosure or a partnership with some of the big brands. Well, not here. On Mad About Skin, I pride myself on my independence, so you'll never see an ad, a sponsorship, or a paid partnership, because by turning down that coin means I can speak from the heart and not the wallet. So if you want to support me as a truly independent voice in the skincare community, the very best way of doing that is by reaching down and giving the video a big thumbs up and a like. The more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So just from the bottom of my heart, love to each and every one of you. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So these are my top 3 Korean skincare brands, and honestly it took some planning, this video, because I really did have to hone it in to what I think are the best of the best, because there's lots of K skincare brands I really love, but I think these are the best when you weigh up affordability, you weigh up formulation, results, innovation. Taken all together, this is the pick of the crop in my view. And starting out in 3rd position, this was going to a brand called Torriden. Now, Torriden are a bit of an up-and-coming brand in the skincare world. They have some viral hits that people do talk about online, but a lot of their products kind of slip under the radar, and I hope that changes in 2026. Because for me, Torriden offer phenomenal price points for their products. They're one of the cheapest Korean skincare brands out there, and their formulations are next level in terms of the results you actually see. One of their best lines is something called the Cell Amazing line. This is where I really started my love affair with Torriden, and all of my favourite products from the brand fit within this line. The Cell Amazing range is focused down on firming, lifting, and general anti-aging, and there's 3 products from it that I recommend to everyone. Starting out with this. This is the Torriden Cell Amazing Firming Eye Cream. Hands down, one of the best eye creams you are ever going to use, and super inexpensive too. It doesn't break the bank, but it delivers really, really quickly. If you're looking to just firm and lift the under eye, remove some dark circles, generally hydrate, this is the product that I would recommend. Really inexpensive and delivers from day one. On application, you'll see an instant lifting of any puffiness, any dark circles that you might have. After about 3 or 4 weeks, you'll definitely start to see any crepiness that appears under the eye diminished, and removal of some of those fine lines and wrinkles. I absolutely love it. And I should have said, I've linked this product, as I will all the ones referenced in today's video, down in the description box below. So if you wanted to check out the price point, read the reviews, make a purchase, all there for your convenience, so be my guest. I've also left multiple sources for where you can buy these products, and I'd recommend everyone shop around, because when it comes to Korean skincare, different sites have different deals on at different times. So kind of shop around a little bit to find the cheapest price point, because there are some really good deals to be had. The sister product to the eye cream is this, the Torriden Cell Amazing Firming Cream. This is designed for the under eye, this is designed for the whole face. And some people do say, could you use these two interchangeably? So could I just use this cream under the eye, or do I need the separate eye cream? Well, of course, you could just use this under the eye, but I actually feel that when you look at the formulation, these two are actually different products. They look similar, but they have a very different ingredient profile, and they deliver different things. The eye cream is definitely targeted to the under eye area, whereas the moisturizer is designed for the rest of the face. So if your budget stretches to it, I think it's worth buying both and using them on their targeted areas for the very best results. But this lifts, firms, snatches the skin like no other product. You don't need to spend like $200 for a firming cream when you can spend $12 and actually get some results. If you haven't tried this, give it a go. I promise you, you will be wowed by the lifting and the firming action, and it's really, really inexpensive. And my third and final recommendation from them is their Cell Amazing Brightening Serum. This is a vitamin C that actually has 5 different forms of vitamin C to give you the very best results. It's not going to sensitize the skin like pure form ascorbic acid can do for a lot of people, but you get that glow up, that boost to radiance and luminosity, and it definitely fades your hyperpigmentation. This is that level of innovation that we're starting to see creep into vitamin C serums in 2026, and Torriden kind of led the way, which I love to see. Definitely a worthy bronze medal winner when it comes to the best Korean skincare brands. Now, in second place is a brand called Nineless. Now, where I said that Torriden was a bit of a hidden gem in the skincare world, very few people talk about them. Nineless is a viral sensation. Everybody's talking about them, and honestly, for good reason. Their products are phenomenal, and I hear them talked about as being like the ordinary of the Korean skincare world, and I actually think that's a pretty fair assessment. They have very innovative ingredients, they tend to focus down on single active formulations, and they're beautifully affordable. Really chiming in with what the ordinary were doing, say 2 or 3 years ago, I think Nineless are doing for the Korean skincare market. And if you're looking for something just really inexpensive, but tried, tested, and delivers for your routine, I think Nineless are a great brand to go with. My favourite is their kojic acid line. So they have 3 products in this. They have a toner, they have a serum, and they have some pads. And this all focuses down on a 1% concentration of kojic acid. Now 1% might not seem like a lot, but trust me, it's potent. 1% will deliver you amazing results when it comes to eating away at hyperpigmentation, achieving a more even skin tone, and glowing you to the gods. Kojic acid is one of my favourite brightening ingredients, and it's nice to see it in a decent concentration in a line like this. I think that the toner pads are actually the best of the 3. You can use either of them. I wouldn't buy all 3 because I don't think you need that much kojic acid in your routine. So choose either the serum, the toner, or the pads, depending on what you want. But for me, I think the pads are probably the best formulated because they have some additional brightening ingredients alongside that kojic acid to just give you the best results. Absolutely phenomenal, and like I say, definitely worthy of a place in this list and a great option if you're struggling with hyperpigmentation. They also have a Mela Pro line. This Mela Pro line, again, focused down on hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and discoloration, but has some really great ingredients amongst it. So they have a 5% tranexamic acid serum, which I think is so inexpensive when you consider what you're normally having to pay for tranexamic acid. I think it's about £11, so really inexpensive and formulated with great hydrating ingredients alongside it. I would recommend everybody use tranexamic twice a day, morning and evening, to really get on top of prevention. Tranexamic acid prevents hyperpigmentation, and prevention is always better than the cure. So whilst you might be using your kojic acid to fade your existing hyperpigmentation, use tranexamic acid to prevent it reappearing, and you can use these 2 ingredients together if you want for really best results. Their tranexamic acid is phenomenal, and they also do a sunscreen, which I think might be one of the breakout star sunscreens of 2026. This is tranexamic acid in a beautiful new generation sunscreen formula that really is amazing if your hyperpigmentation is sun-induced. If you have a lot of dark spots and discoloration in those warmer, sunnier months, this is a must. Great sunscreen, which also has that tranexamic acid in for prevention. And then, of course, they have their viral azelaic acid, 10%. Azelaic acid, one of my favourite ingredients, 10%, nice starter strength. And the reason I think this is viral is because it uses snail mucin alongside that azelaic acid to really hydrate you, plump you, but also azelaic acid is going to help fade your hyperpigmentation and reduce redness and sensitivity in the skin. Like I say, this is the most viral of the azelaic acids, I think, on planet Earth right now, and it's an amazing product. Nineless, for me, do hyperpigmentation treatments really, really well. And if you just want to slot an ingredient into your routine, such as kojic acid or tranexamic acid, azelaic acid, Nineless is the brand that I would probably shop with. Super simple, just buy one of their serums, slot it into your routine, and you are good to go because their formulations are compatible with just about everything else. Makes it simple, super inexpensive, and yeah, known as the ordinary of the Korean skincare world, and I truly think for good reason. I personally absolutely love them. And if you'd like a full Nineless skincare review, just let me know down in the comments. And then in first place, and coming as a shock to literally nobody, we have numbuzin. I have a complete love affair with numbuzin. I am their number one fangirl. I've never been sponsored by them. I've never been paid to say how much I love them. This comes from the heart. They are just the best Korean skincare brand, bar none. Every single one of their products seems to be a hit, and it was really difficult for me to narrow down what I think are my absolute favourites. I love their price point, which is super inexpensive, in keeping with the other recommendations today. I also love their packaging, which seems to be really easy to use, user-friendly with the exception of one of their eye creams, which I'll come on to in a minute. But generally their packaging is very user-friendly, and I love that. I really like their focus down on multi-active formulations. So if the idea of the Nineless brand, which was single actives in most of their serums, puts you off, you want multi-active to streamline, their numbuzin is like the opposite of that. They have so much packed into each and every one of their formulas, and they all work so well. When it comes to my favorite numbuzin products, I love their whole 9+ line. This line focuses down on peptides alongside other brightening ingredients to really, have some anti-aging benefit, but also to glow you to the gods, and they work. So they have a serum, which I have here. This is their NAD Bio Lifting Essence. It's called an essence, but it has a serum texture and is phenomenal. 50 different peptides alongside that NAD to lift, to firm, and to have some great anti-aging. They have a PDRN toner, which again has those 50 peptides alongside PDRN and some other glow boosting ingredients to give you that instant radiance and luminosity. And they also do an eye cream in this range. The eye cream is the one that I referenced earlier, saying that packaging is not user friendly. It's a nightmare. But the formula is really good. So if you can fight through the packaging, which is super over-engineered, get past that, the formula is phenomenal. And yeah, whether you're using it in toner form, you're using it in serum form, or you're buying the eye cream, this whole 9+ range is just a phenomena, and I loved it so much I actually covered it in a separate standalone video, which I'll leave a link to up there. Check that out if you want to know more, and a breakdown of each and every one of their products. In terms of the other wins, of course, I love this. I've spoken about this so often on the channel. This is their Glutathione C Facial Spa Cleanser. Very few of the numbuzin products are fragranced. I think it's just the cleansers and maybe one serum that's actually fragranced. So they're a great line if you're looking for fragrance-free skincare. But this is one of the few fragrance products, and it smells divine. Absolutely gorgeous. It's like a spa in a bottle. One of the best cleansers because it contains glutathione. So if you apply this to the skin, work it in for say 60 seconds, that glutathione is going to get into the skin and actually start working on your hyperpigmentation. This is a great one to really kickstart your hyperpigmentation routine in the right way. I absolutely love it. And then I've got, well, before I come into one secret recommendation, I do want to give a shout out to these, which are the numbuzin 5+ vitamin niacinamide concentrated pads. These pads are amazing for hyperpigmentation. You can either use them just as a wipe-on toner in pad form, or you can actually stick them to the areas where you have hyperpigmentation for a more intensive treatment. I'm going through a bit of a breakout on my forehead at the moment, and whilst the breakout has subsided, some of the hyperpigmentation returns. I've been sticking one of these onto my forehead every night, and it definitely helps fade it and just keep everything in check. But I want to share with you a little hidden gem from numbuzin. One of those products that nobody talks about, but I think could be an absolute game changer. And it's their Rose PDRN Collagen Plumping Serum. So this is fantastic because PDRN, great for boosting collagen and elastin production, great for anti-aging. The collagen in here, whilst collagen applied topically doesn't lead to more collagen in the skin, the PDRN does that. The collagen is a great humectant which instantly plumps, nourishes and hydrates. It is beautiful in terms of its use of botanicals too, which I love to see in skincare. This is a phenomena. If you haven't tried this Rose Collagen Plumping Serum yet, buy it, try it, you will love it. If you just want juicy, plump, glass skin in a bottle, this is it. A bit of a hidden gem, nobody talks about it, and I think it's time we turn the tables on that because I absolutely love it. There isn't a bad product when it comes to numbuzin. I could have listed off another 10 of my favourites from them, but I think this is the best of the best. The 9 Plus line, stunning if you want instant glow up and you just want a little anti-aging and glow boosting in one. That Rose Collagen Plumping Serum, amazing if you want a quick guaranteed good skin day, and of course the cleanser is just a personal favourite of mine. So yeah, let me know what your personal favourites are from numbuzin, because this list could honestly go on. That is my top 3 Korean skincare brands. Now, I know that there are others that you're probably screaming at the screen. So if at this point I have failed to mention your favorite Korean skincare brand, let me know down in the comments. Is it Beauty of Joseon? Maybe it's COSRX. Maybe you love Coxia. There are so many amazing Korean skincare brands out there, but these are my top 3. The ones that I think offer the very best products, formulas, price point, and everything in between. So let me know your thoughts. And whether you agree or disagree with me, let me know down in the comment section below. And don't forget to leave the Korean flag emoji, which is something I ask at the end of all my Korean skincare videos, to let me know that you've been part of the bitter end crew, that you've watched right the way through all that waffle to the bitter end, because I always like to take the chance to personally thank you for being part of that bitter end crew, as it means so, so much to me. And yeah, let me know by dropping the Korean flag down below. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.